Live from Hickory. It's country-ish. Hit it, Alan.
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was Jaws' underdog, dressed in overalls, living next to the wood. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
That's right. I am from Hickory, and I'm happy about it. I hope you're happy, no matter where you are. What up, bumpkins? You're about to watch and or listen to episode 78 of Country-ish, and we've got a devastatingly delicious show for you today. I'm talking Cowboy Kent Rollins. Going to be zooming into the show. We got residual checks. Look at all these residual checks. Someone is going to win one of my paychecks. Also, Tour of Destruction. We're going to show you some awesome footage of our time at the Hickory Motor Speedway and watching the Tour of Destruction, and great small town news story that involves chicken brains. You're going to want to stick around for this. But yeah, so why don't we call it country-ish? Some people want to know, why country-ish? Because it's me. It's my show. That's what I am. I'm a little bit country, a little bit not at all. But if you know me, you already know that. But we're live right now as I'm talking to you. It is May 25th. It's 8:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And we're looking at your comments. Well, I'm not looking at them. I'm trying to talk to you now. I got two interns that are looking at them back there. I got one on YouTube and one on Facebook. Look at there. We got my man, Isaiah, the intern, right there with the country-ish hat that I provided, although it's not the one I gave him before the show. I don't know what happened to that one. And next to him is Elliot, the intern, wearing a lovely ginger beard mask and a beautiful Honda hat. And they're checking your comments. One's doing YouTube, one's doing Facebook. Leave a comment. In fact, let me ask you a question, and you put it in the comments section. What's the nastiest thing that you've ever eaten? I want to know. Leave it in the comments section. If it's funny or interesting, one of these guys will read it on the show. Also, we're not just live, but we're also a podcast for your ear holes. We're everywhere. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Podbean, you name it. Rate, review, subscribe, and share, all that jazz. But we're growing a little bit every week, and I think I know why it's happening. It's because of my bumpkins out there hitting that share button. Sharing is important. Sharing is caring. In fact, I've actually made a hat that has Cher's face on it with the share button to remind you. But we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to do something else. This is something I've been doing because, when I ask you to share, sometimes you're probably thinking, well, John, if I hit the share button now and I'm not looking at you and I'm hitting the button, I'm going to miss something hilarious that you're going to do, and I want you to rest assured for the next 30 seconds to 45 seconds, I'm not going to do anything funny at all. In fact, you can take this time to hit the share button. It's a thing that I do. It's called the share stare. And what I'm going to do is put this share wig on my head. Okay? I'm going to look right down the barrel of that camera. I'm going to beg you. If I could make you share, I want you to do it today. Please hit that arrow button that points this way. I want you to hit the share button. I need you to hit it now. Oh, you like the share stare? Look at all that work I'm doing for you guys. I got my share hat. But I want to put this one on because I really like this band that was on here. Dirty Grass Soul that was on here not long ago, so I'm supporting them. Dude, as I'm doing the share wig, the share stare, my thumb condom came off. And I don't know where it is.
Well, you're not protected, dude.
About it.
You're not protected.
It wasn't in the share wig, was it? I don't know where it went. Just be careful. Yeah, look at my thumb, dude. It's all wilted now. Look at that. It's nasty.
That's nasty.
Yeah, I cut my thumb slicing an onion. And, you know, when you cut it like here, a Band-Aid, it doesn't really wrap around it very good. So I went to the CVS, and they have these little prophylactics.
Prophylactics for your thumb?
Yeah. It's for any digit, really. And you just roll it on there like a little condom, and it stays on there until you do a share stare and it comes flying off.
Well, that's a lot. Happens a lot. Anytime you see Cher.
Yeah.
It just comes right off, doesn't
it? It does.
I mean.
She's a good-looking lady, you know. It's totally tubular. It just came right off.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you see it, let me know. We got a lot to do, man. I got tour dates. Also, I'm doing a show in my own hometown, Hickory. That's right. June the 7th at the Main Cellar City Club. Maybe it's also called Market on Main. I don't know. Anyway, the tickets are at my website, johnreap.com. June the 7th. It ain't just me. I'm bringing John Heffron with me, and we're going to make him do Hickory things. So I'm going to make him perform in front of you guys right here in Hickory, and we're going to make him eat liver mush, drink Sundrop and Cheerwine, take him to Wayno's, you know, might go up to the Angus Steakhouse. We're going to do some Hickory things with him, you know what I mean? And then we're doing a show in his hometown, Ann Arbor, Michigan, June 11 and 12 at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase. Tickets at johnreap.com. All right, dude. We got lots to do. Did you have a good weekend?
Fantastic, brother. I
ran into you briefly. We tried to go out to eat, me and my girl, and we tried to go to B-52s, line around the building. You know, it was a long wait.
I actually got VIP seating. I meant to call you after. I apologize. I should have told you.
We went in there.
Yeah, y'all left. But I walked right in. They got me a great table.
I believe it. Because you're like the mayor of Newton. Look, that'll be the thing. You run for mayor of Newton.
Yeah, we'll get these. Get the whole county, brother.
I'll run for mayor of Hickory. Dude, we'll take all Catawba County will be ours.
Yes,
we'll get some Valdez people. Maybe Elliott. No, maybe Isaiah. You're more of a. That's Caldwell County.
Doesn't even count.
Anyway,
we got it all.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I went. We ate at Fresh Chef. Very good. I totally recommend that. And then went to Iron Thunder. Had a good time. We got lots to do, man. So let's get right to the first segment.
Okay.
What do you say? So I want you to know. Don't forget residual checks. Someone's going to win money. I want you guys to know that we're live and we're current. This is not an old episode. And one of the ways we do that is we talk about things that people are talking about right now. What is trending? You know, so what I do is I go to Twitter, I click on the hashtag thing, click on, it's a thing because I want you to know, we know what you're talking about. It's a segment that I like to, yeah, it's the best trends. Here's what you're talking about. All right, and we're talking about it too. Do you know what today is, Sebastian? Wait a minute, dude.
Oh, you forgot to introduce me. That's okay.
I did.
That's all right. You're not the first person who's forgot about me. You remind me a lot of my ex-wives, actually. But that's okay.
I apologize.
That's fine.
But we need to back it up.
Do we?
Yeah, because we get new people watching all the time.
Yeah.
And you have not been formally introduced. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time watching the podcast, thank you. Thanks for coming. Hope you hit that share button. Hope you have a good time. You're going to have a good time. Let me introduce you to the guy I'm sitting across the table from me. I've known this dude my whole life, right? He's a very tall guy. Clocks in at 8 feet 3 inches tall.
A little extra day. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Yeah, I bumped you up because I felt bad.
I know you did.
And, you know, some people call him the fly swatter. He's a very famous basketball player and from Newton. Some people call him the Southeastern man of ministry. I call him Sebastian. How are you?
Fantastic, brother.
I apologize.
It's okay. We're trending, though.
But let's celebrate. Let's celebrate the trends.
What's going on in the world?
Do you know what today is?
No.
It is National Wine Day.
Oh.
That's right. What's up, winos? That's right. Red, white, and rosé lovers raise a glass or a bottle to celebrate their love for wine. So That's what you're talking about. We've got these little, what do you call this here? A wine tumbler?
Tumbler. This is a tumbler.
I mean, it's a tumbler shaped like a wine glass. You know who got this for us? Samantha Dawn Kingston, super fan Samantha Dawn Kingston. So I thought, like, let's use our wine tumblers.
Okay.
And let's celebrate National Wine Day. But I like to keep things locals.
Okay.
So
what
I went to Lowe's in Mountain View.
Okay.
Local.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, Alan, I forgot something else. I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
Hold tight. This is how you know we're live, because I'm screwing everything up. I forgot to introduce Sebastian.
We're definitely live. That's
I forgot to introduce Sebastian, and I also forgot we have a new sponsor that is sponsoring this segment. Okay, so it's Best Trends bought. It's Best Trends brought to you by Hendrick Honda Hickory. Woo! Where's the air horn I told you to buy, Elliot?
You said to remind
You're
you.
fired!
You said to remind you, which I did, to pick one up. You didn't tell me to pick one up.
Sponsored by Hendrick Honda Hickory. You need a new vehicle? You need to go to Hendrick Honda Hickory. I got a new Passport, 2021. I love it.
It is gorgeous.
I love driving that thing, dude. I love driving that thing so much that when I get to where I'm going, I'm pissed that I got to get out of it.
Man.
I just want to stay in there. Can we do the podcast from inside my 2021 Passport?
Yeah, I think we can make that work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's big enough. It's roomy enough, and the acoustics are great. I would say go to Hendrick Honda Hickory. Talk to the guys there. Super friendly, easy to work with, no pressure. They'll get you hooked up. All right. Let's get back to what is trending. National Wine Day. We like to keep it local.
I think our waiter's going to come in.
Yeah, I'm going to pour us a...
You going to pour us?
Yeah, I'll pour this one, then I'll hand it to Mark over here. But
What kind of wine?
This is... I just got to Lowe's, and I wanted to get... They have a local section. So I picked one that I thought would be appropriate for us. It's called Old North State Winery. That is in Mount Airy, North Carolina.
Mayberry.
That's, the home of Mayberry. That's right. And I feel like Opie would love this because it's red muscadine. And he's fellow ginger.
Fellow ginger.
Yeah.
Shout out to the ginger.
And this is called Afternoon Delight.
Oh, have you ever had Afternoon Delight before? Is it the first time?
Come on, man.
Oh.
You know I've had Afternoon Delights. Sky rockets in flight. Pew! Afternoon Delight.
So this is muscadine wine.
Muscadine. Afternoon Delight. There you go, Mark. Why don't you get some for yourself and the Alan Jackson, and let's celebrate #National Wine Day. Cheers.
Muscadine wine.
You know, we have a mutual friend who loves wine.
I've even got a finger that does for these wine things.
You know, you got to, if you do it, you got to get the pinky out. Dude, look at your pinky. Did you break that thing?
Yeah. 2 fights and a problem, brother.
Two fights
it's a
and
great
a what?
story. Check that out.
Can you straighten it?
No, I can't straighten it.
Just put it anywhere.
It's a wine finger.
Here, put the cork, brother. There you go. I'm sorry, I got my...
his condom's off. He lost his
my raisin thumb was all over that cork. So, your pinky's messed up. Mine is broke, but yours is really... Can you straighten it?
No, that's it. That's as straight as it gets.
Wow. So that's perfect for wine drinking.
That's why I do wine now.
So really, if you want to have the perfect pinky finger for wine drinking, get a couple fights.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
So cheers. The Alan Jackson, you have yours. Mark, you got yours. Cheers, everybody. Happy National Wine Day. Oh, my gosh.
You know, that's not bad.
That's very sweet.
Very muscadine. Have you ever picked muscadines?
Remind me of what that is.
It is they're on a tree.
A muscadine?
Muscadine vine.
Vine.
Yeah.
So the vine is called a muscadine.
Well, the berry is a muscadine.
So it's a type of grape.
We used to go muscadine, like blackberry. Mm-hmm. We used to do this.
So it's blackberries.
No, it's a different kind of berry.
It's a muscadine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm genuinely, I'm not trying to trap you. I really do not know. Look,
You're
there's a
ish.
reason why I call it country-ish. A lot of times I lean heavy on that ish part. But, in Hollywood,
That's not
I'm
bad.
very country. It's really
I
good.
get
It's
that.
sweet.
Yeah.
Mark, what do you think? You like it? You can just yell.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's a little bit tart, but I liked it.
Tart. The Alan Jackson thoughts on the muscadine wine.
Who's got more culture than we do?
It's very sweet. My girlfriend Jody would love this, by the way.
Yes.
Honey, I'm going to bring this home to you. Okay, so happy National Wine Day. Also, I thought I should tell you one more thing that's trending. Hashtag Towel Day.
Is that the wop up after the wine day?
Oh, ooh, that's a good point. If you spill
The wine. Or puke the wine.
you get the towel.
You got a towel.
It's a perfect combination. Maybe there's a reason Wine Day and Towel Day are on the same day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
I mean, we
peanut butter
had
jelly.
we had a segment where people eating spaghetti off the table.
Yeah.
And they used Elliot. What was it we said that they used?
Fabuloso.
Fabuloso.
You say fabuloso. You
Elliot
say
he ain't ethnic enough. He's too white.
My apologies.
So it's National Towel Day, and I brought a towel to celebrate. And first of all, let's find out why. Why is it Towel Day? It's observed every year on May 25th to honor famous author Douglas Adams and the science fiction series The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You ever seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
It's a
I have
good
not
movie.
seen the movie. I heard it's great.
Yeah. What's his name that's in it? Sam. Oh, God. What's his name?
Sam Rockwell.
Thank you. Sam Rockwell's in it. And he's great.
is
I
an
love
old movie.
Anything. No.
80s?
No. It was the 2000s.
Really?
Yeah. But it's based on a book series.
Yeah, I was going to say, so just know the book is infinitely more popular than the
Right.
movie version was. But
I will tell you, this is where the country part comes out. Because I didn't know anything about the book.
you just knew the movie.
I only knew the
You only
movie.
knew the movie. So yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
So that's why it's country-ish.
I thought you were the well-read redneck.
Yeah, well, no, you would think.
Yeah.
I don't read a whole lot unless it's Facebook. That's one book I read is Facebook. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So basically this dude in the book series said that the one thing that every hitchhiker values is a towel. Because you can, this is a hand towel, like a full-size towel, because you could use it as a pillow, you could use it as a blanket, you could you clean yourself. Anyway, so now, because I guess he died on the 25th, all of his nerd fans walk around with a towel all day.
A beach towel around the problem.
It depends on how big of a fan
Send
you are.
all of your hate mail to John Reap's Facebook page.
Hashtag
Oh,
towel boy.
Happy Towel Day, everybody.
Yeah.
And I brought this towel
This towel looks familiar.
for a specific reason. Now, can y'all see what that says right there? Look at that. What does that say? Read
It
that
says
to
the
me.
world's sexiest man.
Now, this towel was earned
It was.
by my buddy sitting across the table right here, Mr. Sebastian. Do you remember earning this towel?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. A lot of gyrations.
So we do a cruise.
We did the cruise.
Yeah.
And you thought it would be funny
And I was right.
to enter us all in the Sexy Man contest,
Yeah.
where we had to perform for 5 ladies
Yeah.
on the deck
And
in
everyone
front
else
of
watching.
1,500 people screaming from the
It was
from the
great.
balcony.
It
So
was
yeah,
great. So you entered, Sebastian entered, my son Tucker entered, and some other dude won.
yeah,
It was rigged.
it was.
But anyway, they gave us as an award these towels. So happy National Towel Day.
Thank
If you
you.
want to, by the way, we're doing the cruise again, November 6th through 11, Reaps Peeps Comedy Cruise. If you go to johnreap.com, there's a link called Reaps Peeps Cruise. Click on that. We're going from Port Canaveral to a private beach in Haiti where they have the world's longest zip line over water. We're doing a podcast, and I'm doing stand-up comedy. And it's all the meeting and greeting you can shake a stick at. Come get in the hot tub with me. Come take a ship with me and Sean.
that was good. Yeah, I'm going to win it this year. I got some new moves.
I feel like you weren't 100% into it.
Well,
but that just means you could have won it had you tried harder, I think.
I think so.
Because you came in second or third.
Well, they told me when I was dancing on the girl, she said, "Do you have any marijuana?" And I said, "I do not." She said, "I can't vote for you then."
Of course.
And that's why I came in third.
Well, there you go. That segment was brought to you by Oh, wait, Elliot, what? Are you interrupting the sponsor
Yes,
part?
I apologize. However, I hate to burst your guys' bubble, but do you remember when you said that if you sold a certain number of cabins that Isaiah would be allowed to come?
Yes, I do remember
Okay, doke. So if he does, I'm sorry, you guys don't stand a chance. So
This is true.
don't even try.
This is true. So look, ladies and gentlemen, you got to get on the boat. You got to go to johnreap.com. We got to get Isaiah on this boat. And Elliot, if you want to come, I'm not saying you can't come.
No,
But,
thank you.
Social distance, though. I'd like you to stay about 6 feet away from me at all times.
Okay.
And don't even lean in. It makes me nervous when you lean towards me. But you look great today in your Honda hat. Hendrick Honda of Hickory. Thank you. All right, let's move on. I'm very excited to talk about this next thing that we did. Me and you
Yep.
and Stamos
Yep.
and Jody, we all went to, and the Alan Jackson, we went to the Hickory Motor Speedway for the first time in my life. And we went there
Which is sad.
It's sad. I know it's sad. But guess what? I'm going to go back.
Yeah.
Because I had a great time. It was fantastic. I laughed a lot. And I don't know if I'm supposed to, but there are a lot of things that made me laugh. You know what I mean?
I know. It was great.
The eye candy. You know how people talk about the people of Walmart?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on.
You got to go to the Hickory Motor Speedway. Yeah. And I've not been there other than this one time, so I don't know what it's
That's our
like
people.
when the Tour of Destruction's not there. I've not been for a regular race, but I do believe I'm going to go back and do more stuff because that's just a great partnership. It was sold out. It was like, almost 5,000 people.
People everywhere.
People, the stands were full and they were sitting on the grass. So it was a huge audience. We had a great time. And we got a nice little segment here that I think the Alan Jackson will play it, and then me and you will talk about it. There'll be certain parts where we talk over it. But let's just enjoy our time at the Hickory Motor Speedway for the Tour of Destruction. Check this out. Hickory Motor Speedway, Tour of Destruction, Saturday. Bigfoot. I don't know who all's here. It's my first time, but I can't wait to get in there. I got Sebastian. I got Marcus Stamos. Let's go see what shenanigans will ensue. Follow me. Oh, yeah. Which one was that? That was the
Big monster truck, yeah.
What's your name?
My name's Tom Cassaval.
So what are you doing today?
I'm going to be in the reverse race, driving backwards, and a skid plate race, making the flames and the sparks and the glitter come off the back wheels.
Oh, nice.
This is a 1996 Chevy Lumina.
Okay.
So we got the heartbeat of America right here.
The paint job is a Bobby Allison style Coca-Cola car from the early 70s.
Yeah.
I always was a Bobby Allison fan, so I like number 12. And so yeah,
This guy won everything.
Yeah, he was bad. I mean, good.
He won everything.
Good luck. Look at this thing right here. I love this. Is this yours? Wow, what do we got here, Super man? Dave.
I'm hoping that's going to help keep a little cool for the reverse race.
The reverse race. Oh, so that keeps it cool.
I hope so.
Okay.
I'll try it.
We're going to run the bike pole race and the boat race.
Nice. What's your favorite?
Definitely the trailer race.
Definitely the trailer
The more
race.
destruction I get to cause, the better it is.
All right. What do we got here, my friend?
We got a PT Cruiser.
PT Cruiser. I used to rent those all the time. Now, what made you choose the PT Cruiser?
We had one,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to try it out, see how it
Sure.
goes. And I like the wood grain on the side of it, so I want to make it look like a pirate ship and try to go after a boat tonight.
It's all the way back.
You look like Fred Flintstone. Put your feet to the floor. You look good in that thing, buddy.
Man, I could have drove that thing, dude. I'm gonna give me one of those little. What is that?
That is awesome.
I don't know.
T-shirts. War Wizard.
Do you work here?
I work at the track.
You work at this track?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do here?
I'm on the fire crew here.
The fire crew. Oh, I bet you'll be busy tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get at the crank, John?
Yeah, so I was just trying to get the alarm off. And I wish I could describe to you guys watching this right now how much it smells like just all kinds of gasoline. In the biggest gas shortage we've had in a long time, I feel like it's everywhere. Hey, Hickory, the gas is here. Come to the Speedway. The Henny Man himself, Mr. Jon Reed. Give it up! What's up, Hickory?
Good. Get in, guys. Have fun.
This was fun.
Nobody stay by the door, though. I don't want
There's a place to sit. Hey, seats taken. The place is packed. Oh, here we go. That looks kind of unsafe. The Ken your mama warned you about. Hey, that thing down a Hemi? Yeah. Here we go. Look out! This boy ain't nothing but trouble. Woo! Look at Mark. He can barely hold it in. I was really concerned at one point here.
Yeah, this made me nervous.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to flip at least 3 or 4 times.
Me too.
Hell yeah!
Which is?
I think I broke a vertebrae. We're done.
Right there.
Son of a
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta call my insurance agent. Wow. I want to go home. Mama, I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. Boys, this is the way we go out. This is it. I want you all to know I appreciate all the comments and the likes and the shares. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share.
All right, pause, Alan. So that guy, right?
Yep.
I think he was really trying to scare the crap out of us. Which,
he was.
By the way, successful.
He did.
Yeah. There was a real moment in there. I mean, these are all real moments, but I'm talking. I was actually like, this thing's gonna flip over.
Yeah.
Because we felt it do that.
Because we're on the incline.
We're already on the incline. The thing's top heavy, and he's trying to really because he knows the cameras are there. I'm nice to him, but I was giving him hell a little bit. Like, I think got a Hemi. I was trying to be a little smart aleck.
Yeah.
And I think he was like, well, I'm going to show him what's up.
Yeah.
And later on, something happened with this same dude.
Well, ironically, when we got off of that, after I kissed the ground, I asked the guy at the track,
Yeah.
has this guy ever flipped this thing?
Right. And guess what happened? We'll see. We'll get to that in a minute. Go ahead, the Alan Jackson. You can see, if we play it again, how concerned I really am. You're having a good time. You can play whatever. It's fine.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. Boys, this is the way we go out. This is it. I want you all to know I appreciate all the comments and the likes and the shares. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Now this race, one car pulls another. And that's all it is.
The minivan pulling that one.
It's like, what's harder, do you think? Driving it or just steering the one behind it?
I think it's steering behind.
Yeah. I have no idea. It's like a huge fire truck, right? A caboose guy.
Did you get that hottie?
He said good night in the morning, which made me laugh out loud. I pause at the Alan Jackson. I talked over that part. The guy announcing it, right? The guy calling it, his name was Jason. We talked to him later. Mm-hmm. But I was dying laughing at him. And I don't think he was necessarily trying to be that funny. It's just my lack of experience inside of these things before and the verbiage they use and the things they say, and the way he calls it, where he would and here they're coming out of turn 4. Like, he would just really get into it. And he kept saying this one thing that made me laugh. Good night in the morning. I don't know what that means. It sounds like the cleanest way to cuss.
I think it is.
You know what I mean? Like, good night in the morning. morning. You know, and that's how he was saying it, and it was just making me laugh. And you can see he says it, and I get tickled. You can play it, Alan. It's going
to be the next T-shirt.
Oh, it should be a T-shirt.
Good, 9 in the morning.
What is that? Now they're racing backwards, which I could never do.
War Wizard! Yeah!
Here comes War Wizard. Now, we were in this dude's vehicle earlier. And then that happened. Same guy, different vehicle, same dude. That's how he drives. And we were in the back of that dude's vehicle.
We were the last trip he took before he did this.
Yeah. So that's something that you could do, as a ride or something if you wanted to they let you experience a lot of the track there at the Hickory Motor Speedway. It's really cool. It's a very immersive type experience. And so, they have all those seats back there. You pay, what was it, $10, $20? Yeah. And they take you for a spin. There's kids were doing it. But we came up to them, it's like, hey, we want to do that for the show. But we want to go last, so it's just us in the vehicle, and so we could all sit there together and record it. And I think that was another thing of like, oh, you think you're special, you just want to do it yourself. I'll show you what's up. And
I think it's some asphalt on the face.
Yeah,
could have been.
That's what happened, dude. War Wizard. That's what happened. So he's fine. But look at these guys running out there. Go ahead, the Alan Jackson.
Cut it up and roll it over in 3 and 4.
No, this one I forgot. They have to go in a circle around this tire before they can go onto the lap. And then watch this. Oh, PT Cruiser. That's his wife in the van right there. That was a husband and wife couple. Here's a young John Reap.
Yep.
I thought like, oh man, I used to be able to dance. Let me see if I can join this kid. Screw that up. I forgot what that dance is called.
It's a floss, man.
The floss, that's right. Now you got the thing where they're dragging the plate, and it's very sparkly and twinkly.
2, 1, it's time to go to school.
Then this one was fun.
School bus race.
Yeah, slow start, but I will say it is fun watching that thing because the sheer momentum. Pause it. The sheer momentum of these big school buses going around in a circle.
3 wide, too.
They had 3 or 4 wide at one point.
One time 4 wide.
It was 4 wide. And, they're trying not to roll them, and they get in the corners, and it's really crazy watching. They're not that fast, but it's that speed, the momentum, and watching them figure out who's gonna take the corner, who's gonna get the edge. So that was a lot of fun. We were in the pink one, weren't we? Was it the pink one?
We rode in the pink one.
We were in that pink one right there. Okay, the Alan Jackson. It was a good time all the way around, man.
Yeah, he got it.
That scared the crap out of me. I have never seen a firework like that. I've seen many fireworks in my time. I've never seen the atomic bomb one. Now, this one was great. This was the boat race. I'd never heard of this. We thought this would be the least crazy one. It was the most destructive one. Look at that. You got these cars. They're trying to take out the whatever's being pulled by the other car. Whoever wins, the winner is the last person towing something. And so the goal is to try and take out the other person's boat or camper.
I run here about 2 years ago and won the same race when my brother was able to come up from Augusta, Georgia and watch me do it. And I put his name on the side of my car, and he wound up being my lucky, rabbit pudding tonight.
The Alan Jackson. You're hilarious. I didn't understand almost any of that. The Alan Jackson cleared it up at the end.
Yeah, a rabbit pudding kind of night.
He obviously said...
I ran it through Google Translate. That's what it told me.
It's obviously rabbit pudding...
Gindanot.
Yeah, can we back it up a little bit? I want to hear this guy's... I mean, look, he won that race right there. Hats off to him. Congratulations. I'm sure he's a swell guy. I just couldn't understand a word he said, but this meant something to him.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny and all these kids were running around like cheering like he was like he just won the Daytona 500 and he's giving this speech. And I don't know what a word he says. But let's play it. This is fun. Congrats to this guy. I don't even know his name.
I run here about 2 years ago and won the same,
2 years ago.
Same race when my brother was able to come up from Augusta, Georgia and watch me do
Augusta,
it.
Georgia.
And I put his name on the side of my car. And he wound up being my lucky, rabbit pudding tonight.
Rabbit pudding get tonight. If you're watching this live in the comments section, I hope that. What do you think he said? He got hung up. He was trying to say my lucky charm, my rabbit's foot.
Yeah.
And I don't know what came out. Is rabbit pudding? Is that a lucky
That's a
thing?
figgy pudding.
Well, I've heard of figgy pudding.
Yeah.
Isaiah or Elliot, have you ever heard of rabbit pudding? What do you think he said?
I have no clue what he's trying to say.
And if you don't know, nobody knows.
Yeah,
I feel like you're like our redneck whisperer. You should be able to interpret this stuff. You know
well,
what I mean?
was thinking, I'm like, I should know what he's saying, and I'm like trying to decipher it, and I'm like,
I mean,
nothing.
What are they saying anything in the comments section about what they think he might be saying? I want to know what.
A lot of people are saying that it sounds like rabbit pudding.
Yeah.
So
I think it's worth
he's definitely saying rabbit pudding.
I think it's worth one more round, at least for the that part of it. And let's really listen and see if we can figure out what he said.
I run here about 2 years ago and won the same race when my brother was able to come up from Augusta, Georgia and watch me do it. And I put his name on the side of my car. And he wound up being my lucky, rabbit pudding tonight.
That's it. Once you put the words up there, that is all you will hear.
That's it.
Rabbit pudding in tonight. That needs to be a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Someone watching this who's good at coming up with memes and T-shirt ideas, I want you to make a shirt that says "Rabbit Pudding Gindanut," and then whatever you think that image would be. Maybe that's dude's face. I don't know. We should find out who that guy actually is and get him on a T-shirt. Congratulations to that guy. By the way, I was afraid to talk to him. He scared me. He's very intense.
Yeah.
But there's more. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep watching this. This is a good time. I'm having fun. Rabbit pudding.
The main event is about to happen. It's the demolition derby. It's about to get nasty up in here.
So those cars are just.
Like a Walmart parking lot.
Right. Those other cars are just there to be smashed and run into. As, just a wall. Yeah.
I'll explain it how allergy distressing about it. Mentally kidney stones. This is great.
Good. Alan, you're so funny. So, yeah, there you go. That was fun. These guys are just smashing into each other. The smell was cool. I got to stand in the flag stand pole there. They let me up there.
When do they exchange insurance information?
And it all comes down to whose car runs the last, and we have a winner here in a second. And he's very excited, too. I mean, the checkered flag comes out. Everyone's happy. I want to do that.
That was the destruction we came for right there. Fireballs, fireworks, boat racing, a lot of smoke, a lot of fire. Good time. Thank you.
Yeah, baby. Good job, the Alan Jackson. We had... Oh, here we go.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that was the raffle team. Sorry.
Oh, this is like a bonus feature.
0.
Oh, yeah.
3,
they let me read the raffle
1,
winner.
5, 4, 1.
So I came up. They gave me the microphone. They had me read off the raffle.
6 tickets.
16.
We only need one.
Right down here.
How much did you win?
Cop verifies it. We'll see. You just won $1,000. What are you going to do with all this cash?
Buy my kids some stuff.
Nice. There you go. So that was fun. Good times. Thanks for recording that, Alan. As we had over 3 hours of footage that Alan had to sit through, and I'm sure. I mean, he did a great job. So thank you, the Alan Jackson.
I
Thanks
enjoyed
for coming.
every moment of it, though. So
and we
awesome.
will be back because the guy who puts it on, George Moe, who runs the Tour of Destruction that travels all over the country, they're coming back in July, and they're doing the monster truck stuff. And so we're going to go back. So put that in your calendar. Remember that. If you're in Hickory and you want to come hang out with us, the Country-ish squad, we'll be there again at the monster truck stuff. And, we're going to have a good time. Elliot, you need to come to this one and hand out cards. I felt like we had some missed opportunities. You know what I mean?
I'd be glad to. And Linda said that she would actually enjoy a demolition derby. So.
Oh, yeah. Any interesting comments from my guys back here?
Yeah, so Travis Mahaffey thinks that the guy said lucky rabbit foot again tonight.
Okay, that's what.
And then Samantha.
Wait a minute.
Lucky rabbit foot.
So what did we think he said? Rabbit
pudding.
Kind of not.
Gendonite.
I think he meant to be saying lucky rabbit's foot again tonight.
Again tonight. Yeah.
But it didn't sound
It didn't
like
come
that.
out that way.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Travis.
Well, you run through a camper and see how it's going to come out.
And there actually is a recipe for rabbit pudding.
Yes.
Thomas Ewert posted it.
Who?
Thomas, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Ewert.
Okay. So someone posted about rabbit pudding. Interesting.
Yeah.
My grandma
I've
used
had
to make
rabbit before, but not rabbit
Yeah,
pudding.
I've had rabbit stew.
We had rabbit on the cruise ship.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The Reeves Peeps Comedy Cruise, November 6th through 11th. Elliot?
Thomas Ewert was the nice gentleman that sent us all of the German stuff at Christmas time.
The
All
gentleman
of the goodies,
stuff?
the cakes and cookies and such.
And the chocolates with the liquor in them.
Oh, right. When I hear gentleman stuff,
we're thinking,
like
we can't
a
say what we're
gentleman's
thinking.
club or something. I'm like, I don't remember that. Who took the gift?
Yeah.
Like I was already getting mad at someone taking the gift and me not knowing about it. Like one of you hoodlums took my gentleman's gift.
I said German. I'm sorry.
Christmas. German.
German.
I can't understand you with that damn mask on your face, Elliot.
Get used to it.
I know you're doing it for my safety, but I've been vaccinated. I'm good, but I appreciate it. Not German. Not gentlemen, German. Gotcha. All right. Look, thank you. Let's move on because I got money.
Let's give away some money.
To give away. Look at all these residual checks I get in the mail. There's probably 1,700 in there. And here's what we're doing, okay? So if the Alan Jackson wants to put the number up at the bottom of the screen, this is your time to start calling because we're going to pick 4 callers. And whoever can guess the closest to the actual amount of the check is going to win the check. I did some acting in my day. As
I did heard this.
Yep. I've been in some sitcoms. I've been in some movies, TV commercials. I've done some adult films I'm not proud of. They're out there. Rabbit pudding was not one of them.
Not rabbit.
Wasn't in that one. I was in Lady. So they have to pay you. And what we're going to do is I'm going to let Sebastian pick one of these checks at random. I'm going to open the check. I'm going to tell you what it's for, movie, TV, whatever it's for. I'm going to tell you how they're airing it, internet, whatever, pay TV. And then you make a guess. But we're going to do some in-house guessing first. And if you're watching me live right now, it is May 25th. It is 8:45 p.m. If you're watching me live, read my poker face. When they make the guess, it'll give you a clue as to what your guess should be when you call in. It is a game that we like to call...
How much is that Screen Actors Guild Residual?
check. Okay. Nailed it.
Okay.
Pick one.
I'm going to pick one. Randomly pick one.
He's
We
going
got
to
a bunch
pick a random
to pick
check. You're just going to... Yeah.
Pick one.
Boom. All righty. Here we go. I don't know. I'm going to open it down here where you can't see it.
I got one eye closed.
And then I'm going to tell you what it's for. And then y'all at home start making guesses. Start thinking, because we're going to go with Sebastian first. And, okay. All right.
Oh.
So, look, we have got a run of these.
Eastbound and down.
It's eastbound and down again, which is great. I'll take as much money as they want to give me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it to one of y'all. So this is for, I don't know, I think last week was chapter 23. This is chapter 22. Okay. Chapter 22 is for video, DVD, and pay television. One check.
Triple threat.
Mm-hmm. Video, DVD, pay TV. One check. Sebastian, how much is this Grenadier today?
$12. I was going to say $12, but I'm going to go $9 and 83 cents.
All right, you're locked in, dude.
Okay,
that was two guesses.
No, I was just testing the water.
Yeah, you did. I didn't say final answer.
Yeah.
All right, so you're locked in at
$9.83.
$9.83. Okay. It's not horrible.
Not bad.
You've done better
I
than
have.
this. Let's go with one of my interns back here. I feel like Elliot's leaning in, like he can't wait to give me his German guess.
Actually, I feel bad that my hardworking intern never gets to guess, so I'm going to defer to him this evening.
Oh,
so Mark, step up here, please.
We're throwing a monkey wrench. We're calling an audible. That's right. Elliot, the intern's intern, Mark, is going to make a guess. How much is guess?
I'm going to go with $7.71.
$7.71. Getting there. Getting there. Burn you. All right, let's move on. You're locked in $7.71. Isaiah, how much?
I'm gonna go $6.87.
Okay.
No.
Get closer. Getting closer. Closest one. I'll just say that.
Oh, rabbit pudding.
So if we were going to do a winner in here, Isaiah would win.
Wow.
So know that at home. And also know, be pessimistic. Be less optimistic. Okay? Just know that. The Alan Jackson, do we have people in the bullpen?
Yes, we do.
Let's take a random caller. We're doing 4 callers.
Okay.
I'm rooting for you. I hope you get this dang check. Let's get somebody in the room and let's talk to them and let's figure out if we
All
can
right, at
get
random,
this.
here we go. Here's first caller is in the room.
All righty, you're on the show, Country-ish, with John Reap and Sebastian. Who am I talking to?
This is Kenny from Morganton.
Kenny from right here in North Carolina, Morganton. All right, Kenny, thanks for calling in. What do you do for a living?
I watch Country-ish for a living. No, I work at Carpenter Company in Longview, North Carolina.
Carpenter? What is? Do they make carpet?
Carpenter Company.
Oh no, they build stuff.
No, they actually make foam rubber for cushions, like couch cushions, chair cushions, cars, whatever.
Okay, now let's try and figure out how we can use him for the show. Because we're going to do a huge renovation here in the studio.
We need some foam rubber.
We're going to need some furniture, foam rubber stuff. You know, because that's what soaks up the sound. You see back here, we've got foam on the wall. But it would be cool if you could come up with... I like how people call in, I try to immediately start figuring out, how can we use you today for the show? Why don't you design a cool foam design of Country-ish? Just a foam Country-ish. Huh? Think about that.
A foam Country-ish.
You know what I'm saying? Like a piece of art.
Something and make it.
like a piece of art made out of foam that just says Country-ish on it, whatever that would be. We could use that. Okay. All right, buddy. Your guess number 1 out of 4. I hope you were watching me live and you have a better guess than Sebastian over here. How much is the Screen Actors Ghost check?
I'm going to say $5.73.
Okay. We're getting there. That's a great guess. $5.73. The Alan Jackson. Put him on hold. Let's go to the next caller. And I forgot his first name already. Kenny. Remember.
Big Kenny.
I like Kenny. Oh, speaking of Kenny Powers. Yep. Eastbound and Down.
Exactly.
That's the show we're talking about. What if that was him?
It might have been him hiding in Morganton.
Wait, because the character Kenny Powers is from, he's from Shelby.
It's close enough.
All right, let's go to the next caller, the Alan Jackson. Let's figure out if we can get this exact amount. Hi there, John Reap here. Who am I talking to?
This is Derek from Wellington, Florida.
Derek from Wellington, Florida. Let's hang on. What do you know about Wellington, Florida, Sebastian?
I don't know anything about what's Wellington near.
Yeah. Derek?
West Palm Beach.
Oh, I
that's
hear you,
beautiful.
fancy pants.
This guy's got cash. What's he calling in for? If he's in Florida and he's close to West Palm, he don't need this check.
He's trying to get that check.
By the way, Wellington sounds expensive to me. You ever heard of beef Wellington? That ain't cheap, dude. Nope. You ever order beef Wellington?
Dude ain't paying no state tax either, so we know he's got money.
This dude's rolling in cash. What are you calling us for, Derek? Say.
Something to do.
Speaking of something to do, what do you do for a living, Derek?
Painter, pressure cleaner.
Ooh, I see. So when you make a mistake, you just wipe it right off with the pressure cleaner. I see what's happening here. This dude's double dipping. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's genius.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'll paint your house. Yeah. Paints it.
Don't like it.
They call up the pressure washer company. He's like, Derek again. Oh, I never left. I'm still here. Let me go get the pressure washer. You're running a damn sham down there in Wellington. I like it, buddy. I like your style. I hope you've been watching. Let's make a guess. How much is the Screen Actors Gab chat?
$12.12.
It's the heat in Florida.
He's not watching us live.
I wasn't watching.
You're not watching us live, are you, Derek? It's okay.
I'm a little bit. My kids are bothering me.
That's what they do, man. That's what kids do. I appreciate you calling in, Derek. Just stay on hold. I like Derek. All right, the Alan Jackson. Let's go to the next caller. This will be the penultimate. And let's find out what this person, if they will be closer than Beef Wellington. Hi, John Reap here. Who am I talking to?
It's Big Country. What's up, Sean?
Big Country.
You know this guy.
Yes, we just watched him actually, ironically, on tape. Big Country, number 28 from the Destruction Tour.
Wait, he was
driving.
Oh, number 28, Big Country. Yes. What was he? What did you race him? What was your car? Yeah. What would it look like?
I had a Crown Vic, a Volvo, and a Buick LaCrosse. I had 3.
And how did you fare at this thing? I mean, how'd you do?
Well, the first night in the Volvo, I smashed the wall about 50 miles an hour.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I saw that video.
And
it was
then
bad.
The second, yeah, it hurt. The second night in the lacrosse, I was going to beat the guy who won. His name is Cy, or we call him Cy. And my car got hit and shut off before I could get past.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was right on the last lap. I remember this. The guy that did the rabbit pudding.
Rabbit pudding. By the way, I want
the guy that beat him.
Big Country. Do you know that guy's name?
Cy.
Oh, that's Cy.
That's Cy.
Oh, Cy.
They call him Cy. They call him Cy because he looks like Cy from Duck Dynasty.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he go by Cy? Because I want to give him a shout out if he's watching. I want to give him his due justice. If you know his real name, or if you just want to, if he goes by Cy, let's give him a shout out. Does he go by Cy?
Everybody knows him by Cy.
Okay. Congratulations, Cy. I hope you're enjoying your Rabbit pudding. Is it rabbit pudding?
Kind of not.
Yeah, rabbit pudding.
Now I got beef Wellington in my head. Wow. Starting to get hungry. Okay, Big Country. I like his name, too.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should I wonder how much it would cost to put country-ish on the side of Big Country.
Well, we tried to do that. But we're going to do it next time, right, Big Country?
Hey, I'm open to it.
Yeah.
How much you want for it?
Show.
How much you want for it?
We're going to broadcast live in the Demolition Derby.
We'll talk about that off air. All right. I like it because he's already got the word country right there. Big Country-ish.
Yep.
That'd be great. All right, buddy.
Yeah, I was going to call myself the Amish Rocket.
What? Call himself what? Davy Crockett?
I was going to call my black car the Amish Rocket, but too late.
The Amish Rocket. Gotcha. Okay, Big Country. How much is the Screen Actors Guild residual check?
$5.28.
Oh, okay. Okay, he might earn my sponsorship on his car. If he wins this check, I feel like that's a down payment.
Yeah.
You know? They'll get us a little square like this big.
Square.
Just a
We get the gas
we just
tank cover.
Yeah, we just need a little ish sticker. That's all it is. He's already got Big Country in his name. We're not paying for that.
No.
I'm just going to pay for the ish.
Yeah.
All right? I'm wheeling and dealing here, Big Country. All right. Put them on hold. We got one more caller. Let's see if this person can beat the other people. You're on the phone with me, John Reap. Who am I talking to?
Talking to Kim.
Oh, Kim! Kim from Wyoming.
Yeah.
Wyoming?
No, Montana.
Montana. Crap. There's the other Kim from Wyoming. Yeah. Kim, how you doing?
Well, I'm hanging in there, man. I didn't get in last week after John Hincher, I think his name was going to do a song and all that kind of stuff, you know.
I haven't heard from Hincher since then. I think we scared him off with a chore. You know, I gave him work to do. And no one wants to work right now.
Yeah.
You know, I see all these trying to hire people right now. I'm trying to give jobs. No one wants to take them.
Yep.
All right, Kim, did you get your check I sent you?
There you go. Yes, I did, sir.
That's right.
One-time winner.
So that's proof. I want everyone to know my man Kim, that's right, my man Kim has already won previously. He's already gotten his check. And when he called in last time.
That one was in double digits.
Ooh, all right. Well, hold on now. I'm going to get your guess in a second, but I also want people to know that this other dude named Hincher, who did win, who called in, said he was a songwriter. I said, you're a songwriter. Right. Oh, that's interesting. We got a man named Kim who's calling in. I feel like you should write, you know how Johnny Cash wrote A Boy Named Sue?
A Man Named Kim is what you want to go with. I remember this.
And I want him to do a version of that. So we're waiting to hear from Hincher. All right, Mr. Kim, how much is the Screen Actors Guild?
Let's go with $4.13.
Ooh.
Put him on hold, the Alan Jackson. All right, let's get Elliot, the intern's intern, Mr. Ball, up in here. He's going to run the check over to the Alan Jackson, who's going to feverishly crunch numbers because, you know, these checks are so big, I can't do that math.
We have to have the accounting team do it.
We need a smart person in here, you know. So we have Alan. That's it. And Alan's going to do calculus, maybe algebra 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And he's going to hand the check back over to Mark, and we're going to find out who was the closest, who won, what is the actual check, how much did I get paid?
I actually do have to do a little math on this.
Chapter,
one, so kind of stall for a bit.
Chapter 22.
You know when they do the Emmys and the accounting firm of Smith and Schuster comes out? That's what we should have. Like the accounting firm come out.
Yeah, we need
to determine to make sure this is all legit.
That'd be funny. We need to get maybe see. Look, we need more interns because Isaiah's going to be leaving us one of these days, right?
Oh.
So we need new interns. We could dress them up in suits like with glasses and a briefcase and everything.
We have a winner.
Oh, we have a winner.
Just in.
Okay, I actually thought I knew, Alan, but when you said you actually had to crunch the numbers, I started doubting myself.
It was close. It was close between two people.
Okay.
And I did.
Would you like to, before we actually reveal the winner, would you like to tell me how close it was? Just the amount? That's another math equation, though. You don't have to do it, man. You're doing a lot of stuff.
52 cents away.
So this is how close it was, 52 cents.
And then the next closest was 63 cents away. So that's where the
11 cents separated.
Yeah, everyone was in the ballpark, but only one winner. And I think the Alan Jackson's just going to put him back on the phone with me.
I'm going to put the winner back in the room. So you now have the winner in the room with you.
Boom! Right, who am I talking to?
Big Country.
Big Country.
Oh, yeah. Woo! We just got ourselves a sticker on his car.
Yeah.
Man. Well, as always, Sebastian, what do we ask them when they win the check? What are you going to do with all that cash?
Maybe put some gas in one of my cars.
Oh, what's that going to do?
That's not even a gallon and a half. Just hold on. Wait a couple months.
How much is a gallon right now?
$2.89.
Oh, it's $2.89.
But you put the racing fuel in, like Big Country does, and that's probably $4 a gallon.
Well,
congratulations. Much gas to run Hickory?
Yeah, congratulations, Mr. Big. I'm a fan of your work. Elliot, what's your favorite Mr. Big song?
Oh gosh. Well,
just to be the one next to be with you.
Interesting that you should bring that up because we just happen to be bringing Mr. Eric Martin of Mr. Big to here in Hickory on August 27th. So stay tuned.
Wow, dude, I just set him
You segued him up, didn't you?
I had no idea. I really did, and that was fantastic, Elliot. That was done precise. I mean, that was like, huh?
80s power ballads, can't beat them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, congratulations, Mr. Big Country. What you got to do? Well, you have his info, right?
Yeah, I can.
You said you've been talking to him.
Yeah, because just send me a message on Facebook Messenger. If your address, we'll send a check to you.
Yeah.
Even though it's in.
I could just drive it to him.
You could drive it over.
Yeah. So why don't you do that? Send Sebastian your address, and then I'll either deliver it to you myself, or I'll put it in the mail. So, right?
Yeah, take a big.
All right.
Picture of Big Country.
Go ahead, buddy. Mr. Big Country, did you want to have a final word there? Go. Talk.
You broke up. I couldn't hear you.
Oh. This is one of my favorite things about doing Zoom phone call stuff. But I want to. Agitations.
And then it sounds like rabbit pudding.
Right. Yeah, it sounds like sigh. Anyway, congratulations. You're going to get that check. And that's how we play. How much is this grass go check? All right, we got a lot of the show to do. We got Cowboy Kent Rollins. This dude is killing it on YouTube and Facebook. He's got some of the best recipes, and we're going to hear about that. And we got a great small-town news story, so don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more country-ish after this. Hey, everybody, John Reap here, and I want you to go cruising with me. Not in our cars, but on a ship. Yeah, let's take a ship together. It's the Reaps Peeps Comedy Cruise, November 6th through 11th. This year, we leave out of Port Canaveral, Florida. We go to a private beach in Haiti where they have the world's longest zip line over water. We're going to Nassau, and it's 5 days, baby. I'm doing a podcast, I'm doing karaoke, and I'm doing stand-up comedy, and we're even doing Diamond Dallas Page yoga. So get on the boat with me. Go to johnreap.com, click on the Reaps Peeps Comedy Cruise, and this is the t-shirt you get. Isn't that something? I'll see you on the boat. Hey there, are you a business owner? Do you have a product that you're trying to sell? Well, maybe I can help you. I've got over 350,000 followers across all my social media, and every episode of Country-ish we do gets thousands of views. So if you have a product that you want me to try on the show or to talk about, Go to countryish.com, click on sponsorship, and maybe your stuff could be right here on my stuff. And we're back. All right, thanks for watching. Again, we've got Cowboy Kent Rollins. We got a great small town news story. What's the nastiest thing you've ever eaten? I asked you guys that at the top of the show, and let's go to some of my interns back here. What are they saying? Did they answer this question, Isaiah?
Yeah, we got a few comments at the top of the show.
Let's hear some.
William Akers commented and said chocolate-covered pig's feet.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I've never had a pig's foot. Much less chocolate covered. That seems like two worlds that should never align. That's not a Reese's. Your peanut butter fell into my pig's foot. Your chocolate fell into my pig's foot. That doesn't make sense. That does sound disgusting, though. What else?
And then Donnie commented and said peanut butter and bologna sandwiches.
Oh, that's not that nasty. Peanut butter and bologna. It's okay.
It's stupid, but
When I went to Hawaii, my buddy Andrew lived in Hawaii, Andrew Killian, and we went to this place. They had cheeseburgers with peanut butter on it.
Really?
And I looked at it, I thought, well,
I had that in Florida a lot.
Okay. So it's not crazy to think, bologna would, that's meat. Yeah. Elvis used to eat peanut butter and
banana and bacon.
Okay.
And he would grill it.
Oh, man, I like it. We got some Elvis knowledge up in here. So that's not that crazy. But let's see what Elliot has to say. Any other comments from the YouTube?
Well, poor Andrew Cullinane says, I ate Fig Newtons full of maggots. Didn't know until I was done because I was eating in the dark.
Oh no. I almost puked just hearing that. He didn't know because it was in the dark until he's almost done. Oh, my God. How many did he eat?
All of them, apparently.
Oh, no. That is gross.
That's the worst.
That sounds like a scene from Poltergeist.
God.
Nasty. Oh,
or Lost Boys.
Huh?
Or Lost Boys when
Lost
the rice
Boys.
turns to maggots.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Gross. Very gross. Well, thank you for the comments. You're going to like the small town news story. If you think that's gross, hold tight. But first, I got to come clean with my friend Sebastian here. Well, not clean. I'm just going to update you because, as you know, I am still doing another podcast with comedian John Heffron. It's called Heffron and Reap. We've talked about this. You don't like it. Sometimes I feel like, this is just me, I can't read you. Like you're passive aggressive. Sometimes you seem cool with it. Like, oh, I don't care. And then sometimes I can tell, like right now you're scowling.
No, I apologize. Should I smile more about it?
Hey, look, it's
whatever whatever you want to do, you're going to do, right? You're a grown man.
Yeah, that's true. But I also appreciate you. I don't want you to be jealous about this.
No, I'm not jealous. What would I be jealous of?
That's how I feel. Why would you be jealous?
Yeah. Spend every Monday night with her. Why would I be jealous?
Look, I don't know if it's going to... it might interfere with Monday Night Football when that comes around.
Oh.
You didn't think about that.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have to really think about what you're going to do come fall.
You're right. Well, we got to talk, and I'll show everybody a clip. This is what me and John Heffron do. We get together on Monday nights, and we talk about all kinds of stuff. And we started talking about this crazy T-shirt that I saw. Let's just check out this clip, and we'll talk about Monday Night Football. Watch this clip. Look. I saw a T-shirt that I thought was, at the same time, I thought it was hilarious, and I was also offended.
Okay.
Not just for me personally, but my whole generation. I was offended.
Okay.
But I also laughed. And I think Deanna Jackson has the shirt that we could show. There it is. It is a picture of Michael Jackson from Thriller, or maybe Bad. I think that's bad.
It's bad.
And underneath it is the word Prince. That looks like From Purple Rain, possibly.
That is. Are they doing that on purpose?
Yeah. It's like a band parody website that does this.
That swaps out the.
Yeah. Now you could make the argument for this is a little bit racist, right?
Prince. Oh, that you're like.
But they all look the same. They all look the same.
Yeah.
I mean, throw El DeBarge in there.
Yeah, you could.
Man, I'm just saying you could make that argument.
Yes,
I'm not making that argument.
Yeah.
Shane says not cool.
Yeah, but I don't not. You don't take. Yeah,
it's fake news. So here's what. That was not my comment. That was made by, it just went away. Oh, Heath Barr said fake news. Very funny. So I thought what this really is millennials or Gen Z taking a jab at our generation, Gen X, saying like, look, we're tired of your music. It all sounds the same to us. In fact, that's when I see this, I think this. And so there you go. But what we need to do, John Heffron, is do our version of this against Gen Z performers, maybe millennials. And what would that be? That's the thing. I'd have to do research because I don't listen to their music. But we'd have to find, maybe like Deanna Jackson said, maybe do a Ariana Grande picture and then put in Demi Lovato under it. Or something.
I don't even have a reference point.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We'd have to do research on that.
Yeah, we should, because that's offensive. That makes me.
I'm not offended. I don't think it's racist. I think it's offensive more about our generation, age. It's an ageist, possibly.
Yeah, because we wouldn't go. I don't even know who's K-pop. Like you wouldn't show. Like you Jonas Brothers, and underneath it put.
Oh, there you go.
K-pop. Isn't K-pop a thing? Isn't that like all those Asian guys?
K-pop is the whole genre of it, and there are other bands under K-pop.
There's a boy band that I saw. It was a bunch of Asian dudes that. I mean, I'm a huge boy band fan, but there were literally 12 of them.
Okay.
There were 12. I don't know what in there the most, but there's like 12.
Yeah.
Menudo. I don't know what group had the most people in it.
Oh, that's the shirt, John. It's a K-pop band and it says Menudo under it. That's the shirt.
Like
somebody make that. All right, check out heffronandreap.com if you want to watch that whole thing. And there's other past episodes that are up there. Don't look at me like that. Past episodes that are there. And he's coming to Hickory June 7th, and we're doing a show at the Main Cellar City Club June 7th. So don't forget that. You doing okay?
I'm doing fine. We're going to have a boxing match.
Back there's okay. Let me know when he's here, the Alan Jacksons. I don't want to keep our guest waiting at all.
He's here. He's here. He's here.
Has he been here?
I just showed up a minute ago.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I just told him to wait. Hold on for a minute, so you're good.
Okay. Well, I got to introduce him.
Yep.
This dude, I'm new to him, but apparently he's doing well for a long time. He's got millions of followers on YouTube and Facebook. He's been on the Food Network. On Chopped was a show he was on. I think he beat Bobby Flay at something. Am I right, Isaiah? He beat Bobby Flay at something?
Yeah, he beat Bobby Flay.
And so let's not hesitate any longer if he's ready to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Country-ish show, Cowboy Kent Rollins.
Oh, take another look and tell me that.
Howdy, I'm Kent Rollins. I want to win this bad. Me, Cowboys, my little sweet wife, Shannon. Oh my gosh, I'm talking, folks. This will make you slap your grandma and jump off the house. It's going to be so good. There's the big, and there's the duker, the major, and where you at, Sade? Whoop, got one missing. Okay, everybody's had a bite now.
And here he is right now, the Cowboy Kent Rollins. How are you, sir?
I am good, my friend. Thank you, John, so much for taking time out of your day to visit with me.
It is my pleasure. I'm a fan of what you do. And everybody, all my friends here in Hickory, we go camping every year, and they're trying to steal your ideas. But
you go.
Yeah, they can't do it as good as you. But I love I want to know like how this whole thing started for you. What made you want to start this to begin with?
Oh, I grew up in a ranching family that where food brought people to the table, but it also brought more than that. You know, it was family and time together, and the world's so busy now. People spend more time on a phone than they do at a table. So, you know, if we can get folks back to sit down at the table and we can share a little food with them and a little humor or a little wisdom, we're in good shape. It's a recipe for happiness.
Amen. Amen. So you started this how long ago?
Oh, my mother started me cooking when I was about 7 or 8 years old, but I've been doing it with a chuck wagon for about 30. And been a little everywhere. Cooked for a bunch of hunters for years in the Gila wilderness, but my little sweet wife, Shan, come along about 10, 11 years ago and took it to the next level because I didn't know what a computer was, nor did I know what YouTube was, you know.
Well, I was going to ask you, how in the world, I mean, congratulations, you've got like 1.6 million subscribers on YouTube, and that is no easy feat. I mean, how long did that take you to get that many subscribers?
Oh, we probably started making videos maybe 7, 8 years ago, but never did work too hard at it because we didn't really know what it was, you know. And then we decided one time, hey, we need to be consistent, you know, and have a video come out every Wednesday. We sort of found out what people wanted, and it's a deal to where we just have a good time, and we got a large family.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job. What was it like on Chopped Grill Masters?
Well, it's probably one of the most stressful cooking events I've ever done in my life. You know, I can remember the casting director, Beth, called me and she said, "Hey, Kent, we need you on this show." And I said, "I don't know what you're talking about, sugar." And she said, "It's chopped." I said, "Never seen it." She said, "Well, you get Shan to pull up an old episode and watch it." So Shan pulled up a clip, and I said, "No, I ain't doing that." I said, "I don't even know what kind of food them people got in that basket, you know."
Right.
Next thing I know, Shan said, "Hey, this is all going to be done over a fire. It'll be easier." And fire was really the only thing that was easier. It was one of the deals to where the time goes by so quick, even in person, more than it seems like it does on TV. You know, when you've never seen some of that stuff and they give you 20 minutes as an appetizer to make it, you know, you don't say, "Well, I might do this or I might do that." You better just go with what you got and try to make the best of it.
Well, and you did. I mean, what was it like beating Bobby Flay?
Well, Bobby was a little out of his element, you know, when he come to camp. We figured out, it was hot. It's 96 degrees that day, humidity about 90%. And when I found out what was going on, I told Shan, I said, "We're going to throw every stick of firewood we got in that old iron box, and we'll see how tough he is." And I think some of him might have melted down just a little. You know, He was a good sport about it, but it was a little different than a New York City controlled environment kitchen.
You said you started cooking at an early age and you got it from your folks. What do you remember, like one of the first things that you cooked that you thought like, "Oh man, this I'm into this"?
Yeah, it was Aunt Ola's chocolate cake is what we called it. It was probably it's always a cake that we had at every special occasion, birthdays, anything like that. But when Mama let me make one, and then you got to lick the bowl, you know, that's better than anything. Yeah. But then I didn't know I was going to have to wash dishes. You know, that was the bad part of it. But we still make that cake on occasion for special events. It made the cookbooks, so it's something that's always good.
Yeah, I remember when my mom would make cake, she would let us lick the spirals off of the blender.
The beaters. Yeah. As long as it ain't on, it's all right.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You got to be careful there. What is your like one of your favorite? Is that one of your favorite dishes to cook, or do you have another favorite?
Oh, I love to cook a steak, and I've cooked a lot of beef in the last 30 years. You know, I like to cook a filet or a big old ribeye to where you sort of cook it indirect and let it warm up and get a little smoke flavor, and then draw it back over there over a really high flame and give it a good sear. And I always tell people, I say, you test it with this method right here. You can touch a steak with your finger. Now, with that finger and that finger together, this is what it's going to feel like if it's medium rare. If you're using that finger, it's about medium. Now, if you're going up to them last two fingers, cut them off because he done died once. Ain't no sense of killing him again. And,
yeah, I hear you. I mean, when I was a kid and I ate steak, I mean, the idea of it being rare was grossed me out.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid. And the older I got, the more like I just ate steak. My mom just had a birthday. We went out to a nice steakhouse here, and I got a petite filet medium. I get medium rare.
Yeah, that's the best way. It's we grew up, we didn't have a lot of steak. We eat a lot of beans and taters, but anytime you had a piece of steak there, it was you just fried it till it was plumb dead. You know, and that's the only way we eat it.
Yeah. Do you, what's your favorite kind of barbecue?
Favorite kind of barbecue? I do love some ribs. We cook a lot of baby back ribs for different people. We'll be here pretty quick. We'll be coming out with a new line of stuff that's barbecue sauce and a dry rib rub. And I can still eat a lot of ribs. Did some just yesterday, but I do like that. And bread pudding with a whiskey cream sauce.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's pretty good eating.
Yeah, like Carolina has its own style, I guess, and a lot of people like it's like vinegar based. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I was in South Carolina about 3 weeks ago during a book signing tour, and a guy took me out and we eat. And I like barbecue sauce on ribs, and that's about it. You know, anything else, if you're trying to cover up something, maybe there's something in there you trying to hide in the first place. You know, but I'm not a great vinegar-based fan, but I don't mind it when it's like half and half, but I have eat it to me where it was like 75% vinegar, you know, and it gets a little bitter to me, but there's a lot of folks that like it.
There are, and, you know, it's one of them dishes, too, where, you know, Texas style, St. Louis style, you know, you can put some sauce on it, and then, like you said, it could cover up any mistakes maybe you made. But it's hard to get that vinegar exactly right, and it's the easiest one to mess up. I think when people try to do it, they don't know what they're doing. It's easy to mess that one up.
Yeah, I've had some that was good. I think it was better on pork than it was beef. But you know, there's a lot of pork butts in y'all's country that have got that coated on them.
Is there one food that you absolutely do not like?
Tofu.
I should have saw that one coming.
I don't think they can even put that in a food group, John, but they give me that at Chop Grill Masters, and Shan wanted to know what would be my biggest fear, and I said tofu. And man, I just don't know where that stuff come from, but I know it didn't come off a cow.
Right, exactly. See, I as I got older, my palate got better, and I tried different things all the time. Yeah. Like I like sushi now. What are your thoughts on sushi?
My favorite meal is sushi.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh.
Many years ago, I ate some at a truck stop, and I really didn't like it. But Shan told me that's not where you get sushi is at a truck stop. But she broadened my horizon and my palate, and it is probably, which I love seafood. But sushi's probably the best thing.
Okay, good. One thing that I cannot stand, and people get mad at me about this, you know, but I don't like coleslaw. Do you like? You probably love coleslaw.
Well, we had a lot of it growing up, and then we come out with sort of my own version of how to make it, and it's got tequila in the coleslaw sauce. Instead of a vinegar base or an acid base, you just use a little tequila, and it sort of cuts it. And, it is pretty good. Whether it's Cinco de Mayo or 4th of July or Christmas, you can have coleslaw and feel better every day.
That's a great idea. See, it's the cabbage for me that ruins it. Yeah. And I heard you can make it with broccoli and other stuff. But I didn't think of tequila. That's great.
Yeah. It works well, John. You try that.
I will. I certainly will. I know you also make your own coffee. What's different about your coffee?
Well, you know, it's always been called cowboy coffee or boiled coffee. And many years ago, there was a lawsuit that come about to where coffee was too hot and burnt somebody.
Oh, yeah, McDonald's.
And all the coffee houses turned their water temperature down to like 190. And when you don't have coffee in just a pure bean that you've ground to where it's above 212 degrees when it's boiling, it's going to be bitter.
Yeah.
We boil coffee at probably close to 250 to 300 degrees for about 5 minutes, you break down the tannin in the bean, which gets rid of the acid, and you got a smooth cup of coffee. I've converted people over that used to have acid reflux, or had heartburn, couldn't drink coffee, and they are coffee drinkers now. So
wow,
it's always a smooth cup of coffee if it's made right. Old Cook got so many hard times so long ago, but thinking, hey, that stuff's so stout it'll hold up a horseshoe. But when it's made right, there's no better coffee in the world.
Wow. Yeah, that's good to know. I get acid reflux all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's good to know. I'm gonna use that. What is the key to making good biscuits and gravy?
Good biscuits and gravy. Well, you always in a recipe it'll say like 2.5 to 3 cups of flour.
Yeah.
Always start out with the least amount. Don't just go ahead and dump 3 in there. They're going to be too dry, and it's really hard to incorporate enough something back in there to get it to where the dough feels right. And the secret to making good gravy, bacon grease.
Ooh,
if you got some bacon grease, you can make anything in the world from chocolate cake to gasoline. It is good stuff. But people always ask for years, what's a recipe for gravy? So I never knew one. It's just grease and flour and a little canned milk or whole milk, or if I'm feeling really special, I'll put heavy cream in it. So biscuits, you just always just felt the dough. When it felt right. I still wanted a little tacky. Now, a biscuit is different than a loaf of bread. I very seldom need a biscuit because the longer you work it, the more it dries out.
Right. I noticed you have a recipe called the Cowboy Lasagna.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, it's got some of the same ingredients to some form and fashion, but the rest of it, instead of being like a lasagna flat noodle, is tortillas. Oh. Now, I like to use flour, but you can use corn, either one, and layer it back in there, and you can put any kind of cheese, doesn't have to be ricotta, and layer it on up through the top, because I'm always going to throw some jalapenos hid under there somewhere where people can't see them. But it has always been a big hit, especially on ranches. When we're feeding cowboys, they always ask for the lasagna.
My uncle does that. He has a fetish for peppers, and he carries them around, and he tries, when you're not looking, he tries to bury it in your food. And I can't do hot stuff. I think he's trying to kill me.
Yeah, I understand that. Some of them are too hot for me. I get a lot of the taste of my food has a Southwest flair, but I use a lot of the traditional old dried chilies because they bring out so much more flavor. Sure, you can get some heat from them, but to me, it's not as much as, hey, I'm going to throw 2 habaneros in there and a ghost pepper and see if anybody can talk tomorrow.
Right. How many books do you have out right now?
We have 2 cookbooks out. Fixed to sign the deal on the 3rd one. We've been very fortunate. Our first cookbook, A Taste of Cowboy, is listed as one of Amazon's top 100 books to own in a lifetime. And we're very proud of them. Me and Shan, we all of it is ours. She took all the pictures, whether it be a cowboys or scenery or all the food pictures. We wrote it all. It's something that we take a lot of pride in to relay that, hey, this is real, not reality.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, are there talks for you to have a show on the Food Network or anything? I feel like you're ripe for that.
Well, there's always been them people that say, hey, you need it. You need to work here for the Food Network, or you need this show, or you need that show, or they'll say, I got a show that just fits you. And I said, probably not.
Good for you.
We have a show every Wednesday at 2:30 on YouTube.
There you go.
And I can say, God bless America, or we need to pray for somebody. It's a great platform. I appreciate the people that let us use it. And, there's always somebody that's going to call or reach out at least once, twice a month about, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. But we have the best deal going, John, and we have a good time.
I agree. I mean, why would you go anywhere else? You've already built your own pirate ship, and you're out there doing whatever you want.
That is true.
It's great. Last question, I'll let you go. Rattlesnake. How do we eat rattlesnake? What's the best way to cook it?
First of all, don't get bit.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing.
Let me write that down. Don't get bit.
But people used to ask me about knife skills, and you got any knife skills? And I said, yeah, don't cut yourself. That's about it. But a snake, we grew up eating them because we had a lot of snake in our country, and They're easy to skin. They'll come off just like skinning a squirrel. That skin will peel off there really fast, and we usually always soak them overnight, either in buttermilk or milk and a little vinegar, something like that, just to sort of take away some of that. It really wasn't an odor that they have, but it's just a distinct taste that you would get. People say, tastes like chicken, don't it? I say, no, tastes like snake is what it tastes like to me, But we deep fry it. I've eat it. If you could get a big old snake, one of them, I've seen people pull it off the bone there, and there's 1,000 little bones on a snake, and go ahead and make like chili out of it or a chopped barbecue out of it. But it takes a big snake.
Have you had alligator?
One time I had some alligator when I was in Louisiana, and it's pretty good eating.
Yeah, it's its own thing too. It's not like it's a weird mix of chicken and fish. It's a weird flavor. What about frog legs?
Oh, I love me some frog legs. We grew up eating them, and them and calf fries or mountain oysters and rattlesnake. Hey, we thought that's 5-star dining right there.
Ain't nothing better. Well, Cowboy Kent Rollins, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to be on my show. All the best to you. And where can people find you?
I can just go to KentRollins.com to get there on the website, or they can just type in Cowboy Kent Rollins on YouTube, and it'll get you right there. Thank you so much, John, for having us on. God bless you, my friend. Stay safe and keep people laughing.
I will. God bless you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Take care.
Take another look and tell me that.
Cowboy Kent Rollins. Man, I love that dude. I want to be his best friend. I'd love to go camping with that dude. Of course, he'd do all the cooking.
Yeah.
But my gosh. I mean, his genius is some of the ideas that he had. So thank you, Mr. Rollins, for being a part of the show. What did you guys think? Leave a comment. I'm starving now.
I'm hungry.
Are you hungry? Like, I am really hungry now. Let's switch gears. Let's switch hats. Huh?
Share a little bit.
I mean, I got this for a reason, because I'm wondering, did you hit the share button? It's never too late to share. Hit the share button. Do me a favor. I mean, it's nothing for you. What do you care? What do you care? Hit the share. Huh? I think that's what Sonny Bono used to say. That's horrible. What do you care?
So did he hit the share?
Well, of course. Sometimes.
Probably had hit the share.
I mean sexually. I don't mean violently.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's move on. Because I'm hungry.
Me too.
And I think this next segment has to do with food. There's a lot of negative things going on in the news, right? We got pandemics. We got politics. We got bombs over Baghdad. No, that was a song. It's
about Outcast.
The Lord spoke to us.
Wow, I didn't know he had a thick Southern. I'm happy now. I can't wait to go to heaven. No, but really, there's a lot of negative things going on in the news, and we don't like to talk about those things. We like to find the news stories that fall through the nooks and the crannies. My best friend, Justin Clyde Williams, can tell you all about it.
We're just small town dudes with small town news, breaking stories of crimes committed you never knew. Mind your P's and Q's or they'll cover you. The town may be small, but the news is huge.
All righty then. You hungry?
I'm starving.
You're going to love this story. This one's a real head scratcher, my friend. Australia's oldest living man says the secret to his longevity is eating chicken brains. Brains. You ever eat chicken brains?
No, I didn't know. Where do you get those at?
Apparently they're
Publix?
Not here. Publix. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's a Piggly Wiggly specialty. I apologize.
That is a Piggly Wiggly special.
I mean, the wrong chain. Sorry, Publix.
I've never done, obviously, chicken brains. I've not even done chitlins. Have you ever had chitlin?
No, I have not.
I've done a raw quail egg. That's as gross as it gets for me. But check this story out, dude. In Roma, Australia, population about 5,000 people, eating chicken brains is the secret to a long life, said 111-year-old Dexter Kruger. That's his name. That's him. That's old Dexter Kruger. I like that name, though. That's two serial killer names back to back. Dexter from Showtime and Freddy Krueger. You know what I mean? It says his dad's name is Hannibal Lecter. Just kidding. His brother's Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
He eats chicken brains with fava beans and a nice Chianti. That guy's lived a long time. He don't look 111.
Nah.
I'd give him 108. You know what I mean? I like that hat, too. In an interview at his nursing home, Krueger said that it's a weekly poultry delicacy. And I'm going to do it in his accent. He said, chicken brains, chickens, they have a head. And in there's a brain. And they're delicious little things. And it's only one bite. So it's just, I imagine it's tiny. It's one little bite. So, yeah.
So small brains, little brain.
Yeah. Yeah, these are chicken heads are a little bit, so yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy your nuggets, everybody. Now you know what's in a McNugget. Yeah. He calls them chicken noggins.
Chicken.
Now, if you had to eat a bunch of chicken brains.
Okay. 8 piece?
Well, yeah, what do you do? 8 count, 12 count? What do you dip it in?
Well, yeah. What would you dip it in?
Cerebellum sauce? How many do you think you could eat, though?
Cerebellum sauce?
I don't know. How many could you
I'm
eat?
going to point that one out for the people who didn't catch that one the first time.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
See, Sebastian, I
Thank
love it.
you.
You're paying
you should be getting
attention.
paid for this.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, if you want to be a sponsor, go to countryish.com. You could enjoy such a... How many chicken nuggets brains could you eat? Like, could you eat 50? I mean, seriously.
I think I probably could eat 50.
Wasn't that in a movie? Cool Hand Luke, wasn't that a movie? I can eat 50 brains. No, it's Cool Hand Puke. In Australia, they don't have KFCs. They have KFBs. I'm going to write the jokes. I'm going to read them. Their Bojangles is pronounced Bo-Brangles. It's right next to Popeyes. This is foul. Thank you. I like
thanks.
puns. I don't
That's
hate
good.
puns.
Yeah.
Krueger's son, a 74-year-old man named Greg...
Wow.
Yeah, he said the reason for his father's long life is really his simple outback lifestyle.
So how old is this guy?
111.
So he didn't
His
even
son is
have a kid
74.
till he was 38 years old?
Is that the math?
Not the math, somewhere in there.
Does that check
me.
out the Alan Jackson? Are we doing this back there?
Yeah,
I don't know.
74-year-old
Well, look,
kid.
we don't
He
know
ought
if
to
this
have
is...
one at least.
He might have
9.
other sons. This is one of his sons.
The rest of them probably.
Don't remember,
They're not
Rob
even-
Zombie was one of his sons, 8 brains.
Yeah.
But Sean's math was correct.
Oh, very
Ooh,
good.
look at there.
Damn, son.
I've been eating chicken brains, brother. Getting smarter.
Well, I guess you are what you eat. I mean, this guy's smart, right? Nursing home manager Melanie Calvert said that Krueger, who's also writing his autobiography, was one of the sharpest residents there. So I think you're right. You are what you eat. If he's eating brains, that makes him sharp. It's smart. You know? And, of course, he's sharp. His last name's Krueger. He's got knives for fingers. Yeah. What do you think he's going to call his autobiography?
I'm sure you've got something.
I want to know what you think.
His autobiography.
Dexter Krueger.
Dexter Krueger.
What's the? I mean, some famous autobiographies. Maya Angelou. You know, you've got Gandhi.
Yeah.
Famous people writing the story of their lives. What is Dexter Kruger's title?
It's probably not that chicken soul for the chicken soup.
Oh,
is
chicken soup for the soul.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad. Coming off the cuff like that's pretty good. I wrote down Dexter Kruger. I eat peckerheads.
See, I'm glad you went there because I was
think
going to
it's
say
great.
something like
That's what a chicken head is. They're peckers.
Don't.
She said his memory is amazing for a 111-year-old, but he still doesn't know how to send a text message. Just kidding. No one at that age does. The Australian Book of Records confirmed that Krueger is now the oldest living Australian. Previously, the oldest living Australian was a woman by the name of Christina Cook, and she died in 2002 at the age of 114.
Wow. He's got 3 more years to go. He looks like he'll make it.
Yeah. She died of the chicken pox.
His hand looks like chicken feet, though. Is that just me? Do you think he's turning into a chicken?
I think he is. That's just going to be a weird angle, right?
It couldn't be.
Maybe he's got tiny chicken fingers. That's what it is. We're over here in America eating chicken fingers.
Yeah.
And we're getting dumber.
Yeah.
They're over there in Australia eating chicken brains.
Yeah. But they're
meanwhile,
looking
he's
more like
growing
chicken
fingers. That's funny. Apparently, this is a true thing. Roasted chicken heads on a stick is a real thing that people do in Asia, Africa, South America, and Australia. They've been eating them for years, dude.
Really?
And that's
How about
what
West
it looks.
Virginia? Is that them?
Boom.
Wow.
Still hungry? Call up Cowboy Kent Rollins. What goes good with this? You think put some tequila on that? It looks like a joke. If I saw that somewhere in a marketplace, and dude, this
looks like
COVID-19 right there.
I'm telling you, it looks like you choke on that chicken.
Sebastian! That's why I have you here.
Yeah, well.
Look, let's move on. That's great. I don't know how you follow that. They say it's good for you. And it's got a. People don't know what it tastes like. It has a unique buttery flavor.
Really?
That's what it said. I don't know.
It looks good. I mean, I'm not opposed to that, dude.
It doesn't look good at all. But the buttery taste, right? I can't believe that's not butter. That's what you'll be saying. Is it margarine or parquet? Parquet! Sounds like a little crock to me. Just a little food for thought.
Food for thought. Nice.
Look, the town might be small, but the news was huge. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
The town may be small, but the news is
all right. Man, what a fun show we had up in here today. Hope you had a good time. Hope you hit the share button. Hope you tell your friends. I hope you live to be 111 years old. I hope that you will enjoy some coleslaw with tequila in it. You know what I mean? I hope that you will check out the Hickory Motor Speedway sometime. I hope you'll go to Hendrick Honda Cars.
Nope.
Damn it. Hang on. See, I got to delete this. Thank you, Marcus. I hope you will go to Hendrick Honda Hickory.
Yes.
God, why is that so hard? It's Triple H.
It's Triple H.
Just remember that.
Triple H.
You got the hat on.
Got the hat.
1H.
Share.
3 times.
Go buy a car.
Go get your car. And tell them John Reap sent you. I hope you have a happy National Wine Day. I hope you didn't have to use your towel. Hope you're not having to hitchhike through the galaxy. Let's go about interns. Isaiah's asleep. What's going on with that? Why does he keep changing hats, by the way, Elliot? Elliot, nudge this young man. Look, you don't have a real job. You're not in school anymore. There is no reason for this behavior, Isaiah. Explain yourself.
That's just sleepy.
Elliot, final thoughts?
Well, it came to my attention that when I was gone the other week, that you were potentially using your counter to serve pasta. So.
Yes, at the top of the show, we discussed last.
Well, I got something for you, and my very capable intern's going to.
Yeah, let's. What do you got there? Oh, you're bringing it in here.
Yes, sir.
So you're having your intern deliver me something during
I'm
the
sure
show.
I'm making the walk.
Thank you, Mark. Oh, look what we got here. This is your favorite product.
Absolutely. We're also Fabuloso.
Fabuloso
is sponsoring the John Reed podcast. Keeping it clean.
Should we try some?
Sure.
I mean, this is a mouthwash, right?
Oh, no.
You guys almost tried to make me drink this.
No,
it smells clean. I wonder if I dip my thumb in here, if that would help.
Probably would cure that finger. Tomorrow it will be brand new.
Right. This looks like my man Dexter Kruger's hands a little bit. This looks like a 111-year-old thumb right here.
It does.
Thank you, Elliot.
Oh, you're very welcome. And Sean, by the way, just so you know, I took care of that thing that you asked me to take care of.
Ooh, what is this? What are we talking about?
No, it's
that thing.
That thing. Yes.
God, we're still on the air.
Oh, sorry. Well,
we haven't ended the show. What are you doing?
Sean had asked me to go down to the main cellar where you and John Heffern will be performing, and to scout out a small windowless room, soundproof, away from everybody else, because he really wanted to, bury the hatchet in John Heffern. With John Heffern, and make sure that I had a white windowless van waiting at the side entrance. And I've taken care of everything except the Louisville Slugger. So I'll keep you posted on that one.
Wow!
And don't forget the chicken heads, Ed. Elliot.
How could I possibly?
John Heffern.
I'm sure Heffern will love to taste some chicken heads that night.
Don't worry about it, dude. I know some people at the Hickory Motor Speedway. I know a guy named Big Country. I'll keep these hooligans at bay. Don't want you to be worried about that. In the meantime, you should check out johnreap.com. If you go to johnreap.com, there's lots to do there. Number one, there's my special Ginger Beard Man, still on Amazon Prime. You could go to it from there. There's tour dates there. Reeps Peeps Comedy Cruise. There's tour dates. Hickory, North Carolina, June the 7th. I'll be at the Main Cellar City Club, as just discussed. Ann Arbor, Michigan. We'll be there on the 11th and 12th. And Alan, if you scroll a little bit, I want to show other people. Sharpsburg, Kentucky with Rodney Carrington. Washington, D.C. Comedy Loft. It's opening back up, everybody. I got a gig coming up in Cherokee as well.
Nice.
At Harrah's. So just know that. And I think that's it. For Elliot the Intern's intern Mark. For Elliot the Intern. For Sleepy Isaiah. For the Alan Jackson. For Sebastian, for Cowboy Kent Rollins, for Dexter Kruger, I'm Jon Reap. Bicycle!
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on,
Hey, everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh, wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite. And all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you. Have a nice little one day, everybody. Don't forget to hit the share button. Never too late to share. I'm not going to share this muscadine wine with you, though.